Hello everyone, I am Wala Shantaf. Today, inshallah, I will discuss with you these points. Identification of poet Brian Bilston, reading and explaining the general meaning of a poem, which is called Refugees. Explanation how the form in the poem is related to its meaning. So let's start. Brian Bilston. He is a modernist poet on social media. He writes a poem talk about human condition, relationships, and other things. And most of his poems are concrete poetry. He wrote a book called Days Like These. This book contains a poem for every day of the year, each one inspired by an event associated to that day. It's a wonderful thing. So I will show you one of the most beautiful poem for him, which is called Refugees. Refugee is anybody who forced out of his country, his home, and want to stay in another country. In this poem, we have two ways to read this poem, from top to bottom and from bottom to top. Then we will discuss how the form related to its meaning. So I will read this poem. Yeah. They have no need of our help, so do not tell me these haggard faces could belong to you or me. Should life have dealt a different hand, we need to see them for who they really are, chancers and scroungers, layabouts and longers, with bombs up their sleeves, cutthroats and thieves. They are not welcome here. We should make them go back to where they came from. They cannot share our food, share our homes, share our countries. Instead, let us build a wall to keep them out. It is not okay to say there are people just like us. A place should only belong to those who are born there. Do not be so stupid to think that the world can be looked at another way. Well, this is the first way to read this poem, and this way give us a negative and not a negative, a horrible to picture how this could be, how the people in the world treat and deal the refugees with. They have no home to stay in. So the poet itself himself used a negative language and a negative words to indicate this is this is a group of people are in the world. He used chancers, grangers. All of these words are negative. Um, indicate these people are disrespected. But when we read the poem from bottom to top, everything changes. Everything become better. Everything become positive. So there is another aspect in the world who respect refugees, who welcome them, and we saw it in the poem when the poet said, "Let us share our countries, share our homes, share our food." All of these things are positive. Give us a good feeling. Yeah, and this is photo and indicate how the people welcome the refugees in his home. So how the form related to the content in this poem. We discussed this here, and it's a very, very beautiful move from the poet himself to let us think and identify how we can treat this refugee or anybody in the world by good or bad way. So I will give you this photo and a live example of how the most people in the world dealing with Palestinian and Ukrainian refugees. This is a important example. The people in the the whole world sympathize with Ukrainian refugees, but in another hand, they kicked Palestinian refugees out, and this is a horrible thing. That's it. Thank you.